Imagine a marketplace where the usual rules don't apply, where demand and supply meet in the shadows. Welcome to an exploration of the black market. Now, when we think about the economy, we imagine regulated transactions, legal businesses, taxes, and everything else that's on the books. But there's another side of the coin, a parallel economy operating outside the legal framework. This is the black market, an economic entity as real as any, only it thrives in the shadows, unseen, unregulated, and often misunderstood. The black market exists because there's always a demand for something that's prohibited or restricted, whether it's illicit substances, contraband, or even services that are frowned upon by society or the law. If there's a demand, you can bet there's a supply. And that's where the black market comes into play. Imagine an intricate spider web with strands connecting various points. Each strand represents a transaction, a deal happening in the shadows. The points they connect, those are the players of this hidden economy. The suppliers, the consumers, and everyone in between. They're all part of a complex network, an ecosystem thriving on the underbelly of society. But it's not just about illegal goods and services. The black market also caters to perfectly legal items that are in short supply or priced too high in the legal market. Think prescription medications or even concert tickets. Anything that's hard to get or too expensive can find its way into this shadowy marketplace. So why does the black market persist? Well, it's a combination of many factors. Prohibition, restriction, economic disparity, and even plain old human curiosity and desire. All these factors contribute to the existence and persistence of this unseen economy. As we delve deeper into this topic, we'll uncover the mechanisms that drive the black market, its impact on the global economy, and how it intertwines with our everyday lives. This hidden economy is more intertwined with our daily lives than we might think. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Now, you might wonder, how does such a market function without the oversight of the law? In the shadows of the legal economy, the black market thrives, fueled by demand for illicit goods and services. It operates on principles similar to those of any other market, but with a few key differences. Firstly, transactions. Without legal protection, these exchanges rely heavily on trust and reputation. Buyers and sellers often establish relationships through mutual contacts, building trust over time. They might employ coded language, and transactions often occur in discreet, even secretive locations to avoid detection. Secondly, let's talk about prices. In the black market, prices are determined by the law of supply and demand, just like in the legal economy. However, they're also influenced by the risk involved. The higher the risk of getting caught and punished, the higher the price. This risk premium ensures that those involved are compensated for the potential dangers they face. Now, onto the role of technology. The internet has transformed the face of the black market, providing a new platform for these exchanges. From the dark web to encrypted messaging apps, technology has made it easier for buyers and sellers to connect and transact. Cryptocurrencies have also played a significant role in the evolution of the black market. Being decentralized and difficult to trace, they provide an ideal form of payment for illicit transactions. Bitcoin, for instance, has become a popular currency in the black market, allowing for a level of anonymity that traditional currencies can't offer. And finally, reputation. In the absence of legal recourse, reputation becomes incredibly important. Sellers build their credibility over time, often through customer reviews and ratings, just like in the legal online marketplaces. A good reputation means more business, while a bad one can mean the end of the line. And so the black market operates, a mirror image of the lawful economy, with its own set of rules and dynamics. What happens when a large, unregulated economy operates in the shadows? Well, the impact is multifaceted and far-reaching, with both direct and indirect implications on the mainstream economy. Let's start with tax evasion. The black market is, by its very nature, a tax-free zone. Transactions occur under the radar, with no records, no receipts, and thus no taxes. This results in a significant loss of revenue for governments, money that could have been invested in public services like healthcare, education, or infrastructure. The burden then falls on the law-abiding citizens, who must shoulder a heavier tax load to compensate for this shortfall. Then there's economic inequality. Black markets can exacerbate this issue, creating a wider gap between the haves and the have-nots. Why? because those operating in the black market often accumulate wealth without contributing their fair share to society. This accumulation of wealth, often untaxed and unregulated, can distort the economic balance and increase disparity. Next, let's talk about artificial scarcity and inflated prices. Black markets can manipulate the availability of goods and services, creating a false sense of scarcity. This artificial scarcity inflates prices, making commodities more expensive for the average consumer. And this isn't just about luxury goods or illicit substances. It can affect everyday items too, from cigarettes to essential medicines. Moreover, black markets can distort the economy in other ways as well. They can skew economic data, making it difficult for policymakers to make accurate assessments and decisions. They can also foster a culture of illegality and corruption, undermining trust in legitimate economic systems. So it's clear that the black market isn't just a clandestine corner of our economy. It's a vast, unregulated entity that influences our mainstream economy in profound ways. The ripple effects of this parallel economy are far-reaching, affecting all of us in ways we may not even realize. As we pull back from our exploration of the black market, let's reflect on what we've learned. This clandestine segment of our economy, shrouded in secrecy and operating in the shadows, is more intricate and pervasive than one might initially perceive. Diving into the mechanism of the black market, we unraveled its complexity. It functions just like any other market, with supply and demand at its core, but it thrives on the fringes of legality and regulation. The allure of quick profits, tax evasion, and circumventing legal constraints fuels its existence. It's a world where prohibited goods and illicit services change hands, where the rules of the game are dictated by necessity and survival rather than law and order. The impact of this shadowy market on the mainstream economy cannot be understated. It's a double-edged sword. On one side, it can stimulate economic activity, providing goods and services that are otherwise inaccessible or unaffordable, and generating income for those who might otherwise be unemployed. On the other side, however, it undermines the formal economy, eroding tax bases, destabilizing markets, and fostering corruption and crime. As for its role in society, the black market serves as a stark reminder of the economic disparities and social inequities that persist in our world. It's a testament to human ingenuity and resilience in the face of adversity, but it also underscores the pressing need for more equitable access to resources and opportunities, and for stronger enforcement of laws and regulations. In conclusion, the black market is not merely an economic anomaly. It's an integral part of our global economic fabric, woven into the threads of our society in ways we may not always see or understand. It's a reflection of our collective aspirations and failures, our struggles and triumphs, our hopes and fears. The black market, an unseen underbelly of our economy, is a complex and intriguing entity, operating just out of sight but forever within our reach.